Certain similarity. Unbelievable yarn on the front page of The Age by Nick McKenzie and Richard Baker, bracket, do they ever sleep, close bracket. Two Carlton Football Club officials secretly taped a Melbourne chemist who is the one believed to have supplied Essendon's supplement program. Richard Baker, investigative reporter at The Age, joins us. Richard, good morning to you.
Morning, Ross. John, how are you?
This is an unbelievable story. But the background to it, as I read your article, is that Carlton were badly defeated by Essendon and started to become suspicious of how they were able to have developed so fast physically. What happened as a result of that?
Well, I think, they in the 2011 finals, Carlton had beaten Essendon fairly easily, and then we get to April 2012 and they got physically monstered on the MCG, and some people were just surprised at the rapid physical development of some of the opposition players. And I guess espionage is nothing new in the AFL, although this is a bit different with a twist.
So what they did was they wired themselves up with what you describe as a wire. I don't know where you'd get one. And they went along to this South Yarra chemist, Nima Alavi, and taped whatever conversation they had with him.
Well, that's right. I think the background to it is that some contact was made to the Carlton officials, whereby it might be, if they wanted to know what the secret was or how Essendon had managed to get so much bigger and stronger over summer, that they better go and see this pharmacist, this chemist. And so they went in and with a concealed recording device, went in and had a chat and got a bit of a rundown of some of the products available and what they do.
How did they track him down? It's suggested, I think, in your article that he actually told a number of other football clubs that he was supplying Essendon.
Well, that's right. Last year, I think we earlier, a couple of weeks ago, we reported that a manual on peptides prepared by Nima Alavi was sent to the Melbourne Football Club towards the end or just after the 2012 season. And this Carlton sort of effort, I think, was again on his part and his colleagues, perhaps a bit of a sales exercise, trying to grow the business.
Okay, so he's trying to grow the business. They secretly tape him. What were the products that he said that he was able to make available?
Now I haven't heard what's on the tape, so we have to go off what the Four Corners transcript said. But I'm broadly aware of what was on it. It was a mixture of products, peptides that are okay for elite sports people to have, and others that would be outside the WADA rules.
Right, and that's not necessarily to say that there were non-WADA drugs that had been supplied to Essendon, because they came out yesterday and denied media reports that said that their players had taken non-WADA approved substances. What was their intention to do with the tape?
Not sure. It was to keep it and, perhaps so they could learn off it, or just to discover really what was going on. I'm not sure what the intention was.
Yeah, I guess you could say that it's possible that they wanted to get evidence against Essendon, or, as you say, might just have been a cheap and effective way of finding out what it was that Essendon were taking.
Look, we see stories time and again of where AFL clubs have been, they're caught out at a closed training session, and there's been a spy from an opposing team in the stands watching, or kicked out, or someone with binoculars. And I think this is just a more extreme example of that. And it was pretty good detective work by the Blues guys to go in and get the information, and it's their job to find out what other teams are up to, particularly when they're so surprised at their rapid improvement.
Just a quick question and a quick answer, if you could, Richard. I don't want you to tell me the names, but do you know who the two Carlton officials are?
Yeah.
Wow, righto. Excellent. And I assume you've asked them for comment and they've refused?
We spoke to the club yesterday.
Great work again, Richard. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Richard Baker, investigative reporter at The Age.